Everyone, it's Lisa here, and I'm doing my June Clique Kit Killer Kit. So this is all I have left for paper. This is the biggest piece. So I don't keep my scraps. And the reason I don't is because if I do, it gets out of control for me. I don't really have a spot to keep them. And I also feel like I am a kit user. Like I'll make a kit up, I'll use it, and then I'll move on to the next one, and I won't come back to this. So I just know that about myself. So that's why I try to kill a kit as much as I possibly can. And then I just take all of these bits and I'll throw them in the garbage. So I know it kind of freaks some people out when I dump them all, but I go and I look at how many layouts I've made, and I've made quite a few, so I feel good about throwing the rest of this out, if that makes sense. So, and paper's cheap, so I'm just going to toss this. Like I said, that's it for the paper. So those of you who don't want to hear paper hitting the garbage, close your ears now. So it's going in, it's gone. All right, and then as for embellishments, this is what I have left for embellishments left. So you got a lot of these circle wood veneers. I think you got 8 or something like that in the package, and I have 4 left. I think there was 8. There might have been more because it was like a lot. So I have those left. This is it for the die cuts. I have 3 vellum pieces and 1 cardstock piece. So I totally abolished the die cuts. I have 1 flare left, and then this is a piece of that acetate sheet. Actually, there's 1 more piece here, and that's it. That's all I have left for the acetate sheet and the flare. And these pieces are actually going to go in the garbage. These bigger pieces here don't, because even if I don't use this on a layout coming up, I will put it in my art journal stuff, and I will definitely use it on an art journal page. I just do that. I have leftover alphas, and I'll just throw them in that, and then when I'm doing art journaling, I put it in, and it feels like I'm using it up. So it's kind of like, yay, yay. So anyway, this is all I have left for the puffy stickers. Again, I'm going to keep those because there's not very many left, and I can definitely use it on another layout. And then this is it for the alpha. So I hit this hard. I have 1 E left. I have lots of I's left. No O's, but I can take some Q's and some zeros and turn them into O's, and 2 U's left. So it is still very usable. Again, I'm not gonna toss it. I'm gonna see if I can try and make 1 more layout out with this. So hopefully. And so I'm just gonna toss that over there for a minute. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 layouts with the kit. And I feel like that is a pretty good average for me. I feel like sometimes like I'll get 9, sometimes 11. So I feel like 10 is a pretty good average. So this was the first layout I made with the kit. I took this piece of paper and I went with black paint around the edge. I'm sorry, there's only 1 of these layouts that I made a process video for. I was scrapbooking outside, and I was just in the moment, and so I think that's okay to not do process videos all the time, but I was just in the moment. I was having fun scrapbooking outside, and these were some of the layouts that I created this weekend. So so again, just black watercolor around the edges, and then took this acetate piece, these 2 acetate pieces, and used that. So I kind of made like a grid-ish design. And then just use some of the enamel dots. These are some leftovers that I have from a Cocoa Daisy kit. So I put those down there. And then I did my journaling on this little strip right here. This is a 4x4 picture of me and Sandra. We always have this thing where we do our eyes. And this is when we went to Orlando, and this was our first stop in Florida. So, and then I have the picture of the map, and I have, because this was like this whole day. So I flew from Edmonton to Atlanta to and then we drove to Orlando, so it was a busy day. So I just journaled about that. And then on the way to Orlando, I just got the giggle because it says best coffee, and I was like, oh my gosh, you guys take your coffee seriously down here. You know, they got a big old tanker of coffee. I just had the giggles. I know it's not coffee in there, but it was just so funny. I was like, dang. How the heck do you fill up your, I'd be like having a big old cup like this big. I'd be like, yeah, fill her up. So actually what happened with this layout is I only started off with this here, and then it just felt really plain. So I just started adding layer after layer after layer and started to like it quite a bit more. So I used some leftover pieces from the Amy Tan collection. Some washi tape also from the Amy Tan collection, but for the most part everything is from the kit. So I just did my journaling down here. It's a little harder to read on camera, but in person it's still legible. This layout, I don't think I posted this one to Instagram yet. I like it, but it's not where I wanted it to go. This is Dolly. I met her when we went down to Florida, and she's been such a good friend on Facebook. So hi, Dolly. Facebook and YouTube, and I had the pleasure of meeting Dolly, and she is such a sweetheart. I just love her. She's so sweet. So yeah, I did that layout. Again, everything is from the collection except for this piece. This is from the confetti line. And then I just did some watercolor in the background. This piece is, I believe, from the confetti line as well. And this little, what do you call it? This little tag piece or coupon or whatever, that is from, I believe, the Dear Lizzie collection. And then I just added some washi strips down here. These are from the Heidi Swap, I think it's her planner washi tape book. I'm not sure. And so yeah, I just did that. So that's that layout. This one I love. It is so precious to me because I got all of our pictures from meeting Pocahontas. And this paper line couldn't be any more perfect to document these pictures of Pocahontas. I know, kind of like over themey because I've got like the little teepees and everything else, but I figured, you know what? Roll with it. So go with it. Normally I don't do themey, but it was fun to do this one. It was really fun. So let's see. I did this Meet Pocahontas over here. I took that big wide teepee paper and I just put it across the whole thing, and then I just put blue watercolor on the top and the bottom just to kind of frame it in, and then I put those pictures all the way down the side. And then I cut out this dream catcher from a little 3x3, added that little card there, a little wood veneer that says smile. And some of these pieces, like this piece here and this piece here, is from the confetti line. And then I added this 3x4 card, did my journaling here, and pop dotted this little feather banner up there. And I think it's so pretty. She's beautiful. I mean, hello, she's Pocahontas. Of course she's beautiful. So yeah, I love that page. This one was a fun experiment. I know, I'm sorry, the camera is just not going to do it justice. I hope you guys can kind of, you know, see what I mean by it. But what I basically did is, these were all these little clear acetate pieces with the either have black or gold foiling on them. So what I did is I actually took my watercolors, my amazing watercolors, you guys. These are the Gansai Tambi, I believe is what they're called. They're Japanese watercolors. Anyway, it's that, like that. They are so pigmented and so beautiful. So all I did is took these, flipped them over so it was the back side, and I, you know, mixed up some watercolor, put it on the backside, and then pressed it down, and then lifted the acetate sheet up so that it could dry, and then I glued them back down. So wherever I put this paint, it was going to fit perfectly for that card, if that makes sense. So I love this. I wish the camera would do it justice, because it's not. It really isn't. it's one of those things because the camera can't pick up that gold and all that acetate. So for those of you who have this acetate sheet, you gotta just kind of go, oh, I totally know what you mean. So, but it is so, so pretty. And the other thing is you're getting like a huge reflection. So anyway, this is a picture of me and Isabel dancing in downtown Disney. And we just had a blast. They had live music playing and we were all dancing so in the street. So I put my title Dance in the Sunshine, even though it's at night, but that's okay. And then I just did some quick journaling down here, added a flare, added a little wood veneer and some arrows, and done. So this one is like, I don't know if it's my favorite, but I do like the Pocahontas one, but I do like both equally, if that makes sense. This one just kills me because Gabby looks so unimpressed here, but you gotta trust me, she had a blast on that Cali River Rapids. So all I did was just put a strip of paper up here. I took like another strip of this pink stuff in between, just kind of, you know, draw your eye in. And then I had this little cut apart piece that was from the kit. Like there's a cut apart piece of paper and it had Let's Go. And then I put again in some thickers that I have. And then these are some October Afternoon Mini Market stickers that have that was. And then these fun were some die cuts that I got. So it's got Let's Go again. That was fun. So I just made, I like doing big titles now. I have a hard time with smaller titles. I really like the big titles. So anyway, I just did some quick little journaling. I added some washi tape strips as well as these puffy stickers and then a little star. So really kind of simple, but it has a lot of impact. So I wrote the whole story down here. So I think the story means more than the picture. So I did a lot of journaling on this one. It was so much fun to take Gabby on that ride. This one's a love-hate. You know what, it's just a hate. It didn't go the way I wanted it to. I'm okay with that. It went really south really quickly. I was trying to do some little sprinkles and it ended up looking like blood, and then I tried to smooth it out and then it looked like a big old blood smear, and then I don't know, it just went bad. So they can't all be winners. So anyway, my title is Miss Lisa, We Are Lost, and I always put again, or I put always. And then I just took my circle punch and I cut out this part from a 3x4 card and then just add some layerings down here. And yeah, everything is from the kit, except for, no, everything's from the kit. It just went south. It's not my favorite, but that's okay. Like I said, they can't all be winners. It's still going in my album. I'm just gonna be with it. This one I think is my favorite. I'm pretty sure this one's my favorite. Anyway, this is Isabel and Gabby, and this picture just makes me smile. Isabel is like posing like a princess. It was like they were taking all those notes from when they were taking their pictures with the princesses about like how to hold their dress and how to pose, and she was doing it, and it was just like, oh, this picture just melts my heart. And anyway, so there were some cloud paper in the collection, so I cut it down and I put it up on the top, and then I took this kind of chevron piece and cut it out and put that there. And then there was the 3x4 card that had this really cute quote on there, so I put that there. These are some puffy whatever, leather, pleather, whatever you want to call it, from the, oh, I think it's the one with the donuts. What's that one? That's from Dear Lizzie. I can't think of it. Somebody shout it out. Then I put like some leftover bits that I had. What I do is kind of when I get towards the end of a kit, I'm kind of like craving for some layering stuff. So I just pull out my tray and just kind of like start pulling stuff to make it work. So I added that bow and then those XOXO. And then I put this moment right now. So these are just like some really creamy minty kind of like alphas. So I put this doily in there that I got when I was down in Tennessee visiting Sandra, and so then that matches. And then I got this right now, and then I just have this really pretty paper here, and it's just like layering all this stuff in this little pocket right here. I wanted to make it look like a pocket and stuff was sticking out of it. So, but yeah, I love this one. This is another fun one. This is when we were at the Animal Kingdom, and I put what's on the list because when Sandra and I would go like plan our day out, when we would get there is like, okay, what do we need to do? What's on the list? So that's what the title is. I just did some quick journaling up here. Everything is from the kit. I'm just trying to see. The only thing that's not is this paper right here and this paper right here. Like I said, I was getting towards the end of the kit and I was like needing more. So this is from the confetti line and this is from the confetti line. So if you're looking for papers to intermingle with the journey collection, the confetti line works perfectly with it. So that's what I did there. And I added some of the leftover triangles that I have from the Amy Tan collection. Put that follow your dreams up there, and then this little flare badge, and then those are those little stars, so it's, or triangles, so it's pointing down. So that's that one. And then this one is the last one that I did with the kit, and it's like meet me at Starbucks. And Sandra and I we have this connection when it comes to coffee. Like, we met through scrapbooking, but we have like this just undying love of coffee. And it's like the bond, that unbreakable bond of coffee that brings us together. She's probably laughing right now by just listening to me say that. So anyway, I did this picture. This was at the Magic Kingdom at the Starbucks there. So that was our meeting point. That was like, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go do this. Meet me at Starbucks. And so that was like our meeting place. So I did that quick little journaling there. I wanted to keep this Canada and United States of America kind of map, and then that just kind of, I don't know, that's just like a symbolism of it all, I guess. Normally I don't really care too much about that stuff, but it just felt fitting. So the whole entire time I was using this piece of paper up for like matting, I was like going over this way and cutting out Europe, and then going towards the bottom, cutting out South America, because I knew I wanted this piece. And then the other thing I did is I had a whole bunch of branding strips left over, so I literally just kind of made this triangle pattern right here and just kind of just glued the strips along this way, just to kind of like, I didn't do it like throughout the whole page, but just kind of like this top corner up here and this little bottom corner down here. And it was a good way to use them up. So if you're looking for something to use up branding strips, that's a perfect way to do it. So, and then just a little bit of layering, and that's it. Yeah, so these are the Rise and Shine thickers. These are the letters that came in the kit. I ran out of an A, so I chopped a leg off of a Z and put it to a 4 to make an A. So yeah, so that's that one. Now this last one is not from a kit, but I wanted to show you it because I had the confetti line out. Hello, there's a giraffe. I mean, I had my pictures from when we were at the Animal Kingdom out, and hello giraffe, and we had pictures of giraffes. And is it a coincidence I used a giraffe? No, because when we went on the safari, we saw the giraffes, and Sandra and I were like high-fiving each other. We're like, yes, we can use the giraffe embellishment. So it's funny because, I mean, when am I ever going to use a giraffe? Honestly, maybe never ever, but it's just perfect. Like, it's like the perfect embellishment. That's where my title came from. And it just makes me laugh that I'm like, yes. And then it was the same thing with the Pocahontas paper, because Sandra was like, I don't know if I can use that journey paper. And then we got our pictures taken with Pocahontas, and we're like, yes, we can use the TP paper. So it was like so funny, you know, like it was just like, score, high five, we can use that now. So anyway, this layout was really, really simple. I just cut a couple strips of paper, and these ones were from my stash. I don't remember, you know, whose collection it was. I think this one's from Open Book, and I think this one might be from Open Book as well. And I just did that because it just kind of needed something a little grounding, and then it's got some pink in it, or some yellow and green in it, just kind of with all the yellow and green in the photos. Just did a quick washi tape on the top, added some little, what do you call it, flags, and then a chipboard piece that has yay. And then that's pretty much it. My journaling got smudged on this, but whatever. It's going in the book. It's going to be fine. So anyway, that's it for the layouts that I did on this Canada long weekend, first week in August, from the 1st to the 3rd, I think it is today. Anyway, thank you guys for watching so much. I know this video was super long, but I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys soon.